We scored 1 run on Sunday. Not a good thing if you want to get some wins. It is Tuesday, April 28th, 2026. We are still in Flushing, about to play a 3-game series versus the Washington Nationals. I am the Mets head, talking all things New York Mets, with a preview of Game 29 versus Washington. If you enjoy my content, I ask that you please like and subscribe to the Mets head on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. So, we were swept by the Rockies. We scored 4 runs in 3 games and only 1 yesterday in the doubleheader. This year so far, we have 92 runs, the lowest number of runs scored in Major League Baseball. We are averaging 3.28 runs per game. In 28 games, we've been shut out 6 times. That's a shutout 21% of the time. In 5 other games, we scored 1 run. So in 9 games, we've scored 1 run or less 32% of the time. That's a game each series where either shut out or score 1 run. We've given up 122 runs in 28 games. That is the 13th best in giving up runs. That's not that bad. That's giving up 4.35 runs per game. Our run differential is negative 30, which is the second worst in Major League Baseball. The worst is negative 50 by the Filthies. Man, they must be going crazy in Philadelphia right now. I don't think Mendy did well this weekend. I think he made some poor moves. I thought Friday when he put in Mania, when he really should have used Luke Rayleigh, Mania really should have been saved when Senga was going to pitch. And then he didn't seem like he was playing to win that game. I didn't agree with some of the lineup moves he made, not playing Alvarez in both games yesterday. Semien playing in both games yesterday, which didn't make sense to me. With him at his age, he can't be playing 2 in 1 day. If anyone should have played 2 games, should have been Vientos. Also, Melendez batting 5th yesterday. I mean, the guy sat on the bench for a few days without any at bats, and then you think you could insert your bench guy to be the number 5 hitter. And I also felt he shouldn't have pulled Senga yesterday. Let him work some more. He was almost out of that inning. I don't think he can handle the manager job. This feels like the end of last year when we were in panic mode, pulling pitchers too quickly, bringing up guys who never pitched before, making random lineup changes. Mendoza's just terrible. It really is time for him to go. So now our record is 9-19. We are 10 games under 500. We are tied for last place in the National League and the MLB with the Filthies. And we are 10.5 games behind the Atlanta Braves. The Nationals are 13-16 and third in the National League East. They are 7 games behind the Braves, 1 game behind Miami, and 3.5 games ahead of us. They are also third in the major leagues in runs scored, and we are 30th, but they are 29th in the major leagues in runs against, and we are 13th. On the mound is Zach Little, the 6'4", 250-pound, 30-year-old right-hand pitcher. This is his 9th year in the majors. He's pitched in 239 games. He is 34-32 with a 4.03 ERA. He has 511 strikeouts in 627 innings. Last year, he started in Tampa Bay and was moved to Cincinnati. He pitched in 32 games, was 10-8 with a 3.81 ERA, 130 strikeouts in 186 innings. This year so far, he's pitched in 5 games. He is 0-3 with a 7.56 ERA and 15 strikeouts in 25 innings. Mendy needs to start rewarding players that are doing well. It takes too long for him to recognize guys that are doing well and that should be promoted. He took too long to recognize Alvarez was doing well. To begin with, he shouldn't have started off batting ninth. He's had better stats in the past couple of years than Semien and Roberts. He shouldn't have been batting behind them. Then he should have batted him third or fourth much sooner. But I feel like inconsistent playing time has cost him some heat. And now he's cooled off considerably. Roberts started hot, but is back to his old self and is hitting terribly in the past week. He needs to be pushed down in the lineup. He seems to not be logical with his lineup choices. And his pitching decisions are panicky, just like the end of 2025. My suggestion for the Mets lineup would again have Bichette leading off at third base. He is 5 for 13 against Little with a double. He's also batting .292 this past week. Soto should again bat second. He's not doing that great this week. And then I think Vientos has earned the third spot right now. He's batting .243 overall, but this past week he's batting .313 with a 700 OPS. One of our best hitters in the past week has also been Brett Beatty. He should bat fourth. He's batting .220 overall, but batting .294 with a 900 OPS this week. He's also 2 for 3 against Little. Ben Semien should bat fifth, even though he is also batting .220. And he's not hitting that great this past week. He is 2 for 12 against Little with a triple. And he has our highest average with runners in scoring position. So bat him behind the two guys that are getting on base the most right now. Then I think Carson Bench has earned the sixth spot. This past week, he's batting .333 with a 900 OPS. I would have considered him batting him fourth, but I think Beatty's more experienced and should stay in the fourth position over Bench. Then, since Alvarez has cooled off, I moved him down to 7. He's batting .240 with a 760 OPS, but he's only batting .158 this week. Mauricio is batting .300 this week with a 933 OPS. I would like to move him up higher, but he is a free swinger, and he is the last one on the 25-man roster. I don't think they should put him ahead of Benj yet. And then I think Luis Robert has earned the 9th spot. He's batting .224. His OPS is under 700 now. He's only batting .125 this week with a .313 OPS. I had said in the beginning of the year that was where he should bat, 9th. But I also think batting with Lindor or Bichette at number 1 will make him a better hitter. And also he could steal and they could knock him in. On the mound for the Mets will be Clay Holmes, the 6'5", 245-pound, 33-year-old right-hand pitcher. Last year in 33 games, he was 12-8 with a 3.53 ERA. He was our most consistent starter last year. He pitched 165 innings, struck out 129. This season, he's doing even better. In 5 games, he's 2-2, but he has a 2.10 ERA, lower than Nolan McLean. And he has 19 strikeouts in 30 innings. Washington has released their lineup with James Wood leading off in right field, batting 243 with a 900 OPS. Garcia batting second at first base, batting 253. Both guys are 1-for-3 against Holmes. Brady House is batting third, batting 235. Then two more left-handed hitters, CJ Adams playing shortstop, 268 with the almost 900 OPS. Dalen Lyle in left field, batting 278. Then batting sixth is Jacob Young, batting 244, 1-for-4 against Holmes. Jorvit Vivas at third base, left-hand hitter, batting 286. Then catcher Milas, batting 149. And batting last is Nasim Nunez, batting 200. Milas and Nunez, both switch hitters, batting 8th and 9th. The Mets have released their lineup, and surprisingly, there is no Luis Robert Jr. Apparently, he had lower back tightness. Is that the excuse he's using for hitting so poorly? My biggest issue with their lineup is that Melendez is batting fourth. I understand maybe last week when he was hot, but in the past week he's batting 125. He should not be batting fourth, especially with Beatty and Benj both hitting so well this past week. Benj is hitting 333 and Beatty's batting 294, both with over a 900 OPS. Beatty really should be batting fourth. And then Benj should be the next lefty, and then Mauricio, and then Melendez. Melendez should be at the bottom of the lineup, not one of those guys. Mendy took our four hottest hitters and bat them fifth, sixth, eighth, and ninth. Doesn't seem like a smart idea. And he took two guys that are batting under 160 this week and batting them third and fourth. Does that make sense? I mean, I get maybe why Alvarez would be batting third. I know he worked his way up there, but he's batting 158 this week. I don't think now is the time to be batting him third. Also, having Benj and Mauricio batting eighth and ninth, two of our hottest hitters batting eighth and ninth, will guarantee Washington will bring in a left-hand pitcher to neutralize them and Soto at least once a game. I feel like the Mets really don't have enough infielders to replace Mauricio. She should be in a more protected lineup spot. I feel at this point that they should really just have a right-hand hitter batting ninth, or just someone that is more expendable like Melendez. Alvarez at this moment might be better suited to bat ninth without Robert in the lineup, and then work his way back up when he starts hitting again. Let's go, Mets go. Until next time, I'm Juan Gan.